I'm on a date tonight, so I'll have to just up and go to... No, I'll just do it in front of her, shouldn't I?
He's kept going, he's gone! Oh, Stockport pressure. And a superb goal. Johnny did it. Lisa! Rose tries to get the ball in. Wilkinson!
It's a 5-star performance from Stockport County.
All right, we've got a small house, but we've got a big bloody heart, I tell you.
Basically, that's why you don't see him on Children in Need. Hello and welcome to another rollercoaster episode of SK3 TV, the show for the thinking county fan, as long as what the county fan isn't thinking is, I'm not bothered about the cup, it'll be nice to concentrate on the league. Oh, and I like sniffing bike seats and stealing other people's scabs. Sick of it. Yes, every Sunday from 8, that sort of thing. Loads more besides, all loosely themed around Stockport County. I'm Nick, and joining us as always, thankfully, otherwise God knows what would happen, it's Hannah. Hello.
I have booked another holiday though. You should know that. Just saying.
The trauma. When and where?
January. I'll need 2 weeks off. I'll get some substitutes in again.
Brilliant.
Uh-huh.
I think you've. Yeah. Just going through the list of people that you know. Just going through your address book.
Yeah, and also Charlotte's not coming with me, so you might get her one of the Sundays. So
I've seen worse. I've seen worse on a podcast.
She got chatted up at the Trafford Centre yesterday by H's mate Hayes, his little brother. This is the talk of year 8. Like,
well, so important question to clarify. H from Steps or
No.
H Manchester rapper?
I don't. H from I'm a Celebrity.
I'm out then. I'm out. That's all I know. All I know.
It's like a YouTuber or something.
Well, in a sense, aren't we all YouTubers?
Embarrassing.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, that's a depressing thought, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you what's not depressing though, Hannah. Some good old-fashioned admin, which we'll get into after this. I say good old-fashioned admin, but it also incorporates the We Do Not Care Club, which, to be honest, is the only reason I watch.
Well, right. So is that why because some people had their own podcast in their Spotify Unwrapped. Do you have because you listen to the We Do Not Care Club? Is that it?
I have only. Oh no! I've got a compilation of the We Do Not Care Club. Don't worry, I'm making a compilation of them and adding to it every week. That's going to be the like the Blue Peter time capsule. That's going to be our Blue Peter time capsule. I'm going to put it onto some floppy disks or some Betamax or something, and we're going to bury it under the new railway end.
Yeah.
And then in like 200 years' time, they'll open it.
Be like,
floppy disks will have come back by then, because everything comes back.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, we'll do that.
Right, hang on. You told me you had a Stranger Things jumper on. I've been watching Stranger Things.
Oh, you're not. You need to be on the new series to get this jumper. So, have you been watching it? Are you enjoying it?
I'm on series 2.
Oh, brilliant!
Sadie Sink's there. Mad Max.
She's joined. Yeah.
I won't say anymore.
I will say that I think Series 2 is the weakest of the 4.5 or whatever's out so far. Yeah, so if you get through that, then you're fully...
That's the plan.
You're fully in. Oh, I'm going to start sending you Steve Harrington memes. That's the next step in our friendship now.
Well,
yeah,
do you know
it's been
what
coming.
I'm obsessed with? I didn't realise, but now every time I hear that Pussy Palace song of Lily Allen's, David Harbour.
David Harbour.
I'm like, oh, this is weird. Weird.
Yeah, he's a bad man. A bad man with a bad face and a bad willy by the sounds of it. Yes, we are. Talking of bad willies, we are, of course, proudly sponsored by Blackbird Kitchen on the pans at Gorilla Manchester, on the grills at Impossible Manchester, and on the fires at Let's Jiffy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy. Sponsorship's up in 3 weeks. We'll we can add extra to the invoice just for that.
It looks like we might be looking for a new sponsor if anyone's interested.
Oh, he's called himself worse. Hannah, admin.
Like and subscribe, please. Yeah. That's that. I mean, that's it. Like, it's a basic ask. Oh, if you're really bored, you could do one of those reviews. Like the algorithms like that. And no, I can't even flog my stickers because I've massively fucked up with my stickers.
You've had I mean, if I was an unimaginative weirdo, I'd call it Stickergate, but that wouldn't be accurate because I'm not going to get onto that again because it's really boring.
It's no stickers, mate. That's what
no stickers, mate. No stickers, mate. I'm going to make it my mission to have a sticker reference in every episode title from now until the end of the season, or whenever people get bored.
Well, someone said to me on the 606, it was Liam, obviously, that something about me, and I've started looking forward to food at football again, which is something about the state of the football on the pitch. And I was like, genuinely, at 2:45, I was sat in the courtyard with Dan's sticker book, a pile of stickers, because Dan doesn't like sticking the stickers in. It's my
Well, he shouldn't be doing it then.
Well, he likes the cataloguing and the, all of that. Doesn't like sticking in. Genuinely, there was a queue out to the shop. Pretty much, it was pissing it down. And when you make choices in life, and my choice was to go and stand in the rain and queue to get into the pub side, when my choice should have been stay in the courtyard all game and stick down stickers in.
Well, I mean, when you said there was a queue, I thought it was a queue of people waiting for you to put their stickers in for them. Like at John Lewis, where they can do your wrapping for you.
No, but we did talk to lots of people who were, mildly amused by our very obvious enthusiasm at the whole sticker.
Yeah.
But also, there was a family sat next to us, and the little boy, he wasn't a little boy. I'm sorry if anyone associated to that family, he's not a little boy. He was a teenager, a young man. And so I was giving him stickers because I was getting a bit giddy. And I said to his mum, "Oh, I've got quite a few stickers." And she said, "Oh yeah, I know. I saw you post on Twitter." It's like, this is it now. I'm no longer the ridiculous woman that gets, I don't know what else I've got completely overexcited about. Now it's stickers, and that I ordered £302 worth of stickers.
Don't worry, there'll be a Taylor Swift merch drop along soon. Don't worry, I'll take your mind off it. Not for about 3 weeks.
Well, and the stuff I ordered in the last one still hasn't turned up yet.
No.
So,
well, that's because Team Taylor are too busy doing their stickers.
Probably. And now Panini are out, actual trade Panini are out of stock as well now. So
I see, yeah.
So yes.
I have a box en route to me this week, so that's exciting.
Well, I've sold 5. So I put them on eBay. They sold a lot. I sold 5 for considerably more than I paid for them. So now I feel really guilty.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It used to be the People's Game stickers did. First they went up to £1 a packet from 50p, and now this.
And
what next?
Someone bought 2 boxes. I've got to ship out an eBay order tomorrow that's got £90 of stickers in it.
Can I go through the stickers first, and then we'll just replace them with swaps?
I have also got loads of swaps. I've got more than 50 swaps, so I do need someone to do swaps with. Yes, Mark. Mark has a box. Dave.
I'll
has
be up
got-
for some.
Emma has got-
swaps next week
Yeah.
anyway.
Cool.
So yes.
Right, anyway, so
I'll
let's
have
move on from stickers.
more
It's still
by
giving me
then.
great pleasure. Oh, I also need, for reasons I can't go into, genuinely legal reasons, I need a Jamie Jealous. If anyone gets a Jamie Jealous, he's a Walsall player. It's 600 and, what did I tell you? 698 maybe, something around there.
Yeah.
If anyone gets a spare Jamie Jealous, I would very much like to take it off you. And yeah, that's that. We'll move on from that.
Sticker admin done. That's all the admin done. Sticker admin done, which means football after this. But Hannah, before we get onto the We Do Not Care Club, I have got a surprise for you.
Inexplicably approved. County Facebook group post up a link.
Right, I deliberately didn't send you this because I wanted to save it. So this isn't from the main county group, actually. This is from another one on Facebook. £1.62 for something that is half the size of the high street and double the price. Really, OMG, what a rip-off. And I will show you the picture. It's Twix Crispy Rolls. So they've clearly used the season ticket discount if it's £1.62. But if that says it all. It says it all that I wasn't there yesterday, and the WhatsApp group with about 20 or 30 people in, a message wasn't sent until the second half. So that says it all. And then the fact that during the game, that's what's being posted about. That says more than we ever could over the next 45 minutes or so.
I posted more pictures of Dan sticking stickers in and my dad supervising, which is very funny. So Dan's, like lining it up, and I can see I was in the queue to get food, and I could see my dad like supervising to make sure that Dan was lining it up properly, because it was
Brilliant.
Christmas dinner in a cup.
It was, and it is all the way to Christmas.
Yeah, there's another go on Saturday, isn't there?
There is. But first, give us a list of things we do not care about, Hannah.
Well,
Because this might inform our
you
discussion
back.
of the Cambridge game.
right, hang on. Right. Felt like Dan says he felt like he was back at school. It's like, yeah, very. He's like me. That everything has to be lined up nicely. Right. Are you ready? Hang on. I'm not ready.
No, none of us are ever really ready, are we?
Right. Okay. Welcome to today's meeting. I'm also like full of cold, so it might take me a few days to get through this. It's not wine related. I've had those like max strength thingies. So,
That'll do it.
Welcome to today's meeting at the We Do Not Care Club. This meeting is for all new. Hi, welcome back. For all new and existing members of the We Do Not Care Club. Here are today's announcements. I'm not doing it with my teeth. I don't like. No.
I love how every week you have to point out that you're not going to do it with your teeth.
Yeah, and no one watches the original to know that's what she does. But like, I feel like I am 1 week away from ending up with like permanent markers scrawled across my face and looking like Weird Barbie. Right, let's go. I think I've got 4 today. There's a lot that
Excellent.
I don't care about. We do not care that Dummy are favourites on Tuesday night. They have the best food in the away end at any ground I've been to, and everyone loves an underdog anyway. I miss being an underdog. It feels like being an underdog means you finish third and you're not anyone's cup final. And this has like a serious thing to it. I remember at the end of last season thinking, if we don't go up next season, we're going to be the team to beat. And that's what it feels like has happened a lot. Like teams that are really not doing well suddenly play a blinder against us and then go back to obscurity, Luton. Right. We do not care that we looked like children giggling over stickers in the courtyard. That this was commented on a fair bit. We're grown-ups, we're very mature people, and we're enjoying a hobby in a very grown-up way.
Yeah,
just
we could be on bloody street corners smoking reefer cakes.
Yeah.
So
You're just jealous because we've got more stickers than you. No. Right. I've not been crossing these off. Hang on, right. We do not care that we lost to a League Two team in the FA Cup. We only lost on a technicality, and at least we're not Bolton or Leyton Orient. And this means, I mean, the only thing that we're avoiding now is playing Salford and losing to Salford on TV in the next round. And we don't have to go to Reading on a Tuesday night, which is also something to be thankful for. And for the record, Reading went out in the first round, as did Bradford. In their game, they were 2 up at 90 minutes, 2-0. It's done, in the bag. Goal at 90
think so?
Goal at 94 minutes. Suddenly it's 2-2. It goes to extra time. They lose 3-2. So that's why Reading are available to play their game against us on the 4th of January.
Nice of him.
And it was against Carlisle.
Oh, of course it was. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
brilliant.
Carlisle have just lost today to someone. I can't remember who it was.
To somebody in.
Chesterfield?
No, it's someone who plays in red. No, orange. Blackpool. It's Blackpool.
And while we're on it, I'm not a massive proponent of scrapping the replays, but if I'd have had to go to Cambridge on a Tuesday night to potentially watch that again,
you'd be livid, wouldn't you? You would genuinely be. Yeah, that was the first time where I've thought, oh, thank Christ for that. Thank Christ there's no replays.
Yeah. Last one, you'll like this one. I've not run this past you yet, but I'm, I told you earlier that I've been looking for positives. Right? Okay,
I'm all for it.
So we don't care that we can't finish chances. Yesterday, we proved that we were actually in a really privileged position when we were complaining about not finishing. Because now we know what it's like to watch 120 minutes of football and have 0 chances and no issue with finishing. So it seems like it was a nice problem to have.
Yeah, it's worked itself out. I told you it would. I said around December things will work themselves out, and there we go. We got exactly what we've been after.
So can't finish, won't finish, don't need to finish was...
We did not miss a single chance yesterday.
That's an excellent point. And when we got onto it, I mean, we kept a clean sheet. Ben Osborne had some minutes. We fucking won, really.
Yeah, I mean, we are the moral victors here. Like, over the course of the season, that's going to go down as a win, and that's what I'm telling myself. And that's what I'll tell myself. Because it's like... I mean, not so much now, because... they're one of the best countries in the world at football, and they're always in the latter stages. But England, back when England used to be getting knocked out in second rounds or quarterfinals, that'd be it then. I'd stop watching the World Cup. I couldn't tell you who's won half the Euros. I've not got a clue.
You mean back when England were conceding goals to Stockport County internationals?
That's exactly that. Those were the days. I'm still convinced this is some big... elaborate. I don't know. So I think at the moment, I'm living in the Truman Show. The reason being that the music that they play on the radio at work is very clearly geared towards me. Not just geared towards me as in it's loads of like mid-2000s stuff. It's mid-2000s stuff that nobody remembers, that only exists on like obscure playlists I've got. So there's that. And now the Hoskonen thing. I think the video... I've had to keep going back over the last few months while he's been injured, watching this video of him scoring against England. Just to... And now, you know...
It's going to be the video of him rocking up at Imogen's house with the on the Ring camera, because that's the only sign of life.
Yeah. He's a vibesman, as I said yesterday. That's what he's the Bez of county now. He's just pure good vibes, like fine. And if it almost sets up a thing, if he doesn't play at all, it sets up a thing where we're lifting a trophy at the end of the season, and we get to have a little thing where we're like, come on, bring him on, bring little R2 on.
Yesterday, we witnessed Ben Knight finally taking the Edgeley Park turf.
Which is amazing. And once again, I think that was the first message that I got in the group chat, like 20 minutes into second half. So it says it all about his performance, that it took an hour to realise that he was playing. Yeah, but maybe we'll see some other players turn up soon. We'll get onto our list of signings we've paid money for later. Right, so obviously having to talk about yesterday, I got it into my head that I was going to do this big deep dive into like the psychology of why a cup upset happens, and that's why I called the episode "The Anatomy of a Cupset." I thought,
do you think it was an upset? Like objectively, Cambridge were relegated 6 months ago. Not even. Like we're in the same league. I don't consider it an upset.
I don't particularly think it's necessarily an upset. No, I think it does. It's not a massive. I won't call it a shock, but I'd say it's an upset. I think there's a difference between a shock is beating someone from like 2 or 3 leagues above you. So I'd say. So pretty much everything we did in 96-97 was a shock.
Yeah.
Because we're beating teams 2 leagues above us. But I think an upset, if you beat a team the league above you, I think that's an upset as opposed to a shock. Because I think everything in the form book would tell you we should win. Looking at where we were in the league, regardless of the fact they're up there too, I think so. It still counts as an upset. But I plan to go like. I was trying to do more work on this afternoon than I did in like 2 years at college doing A levels. I was planning to write a dissertation in an afternoon, but it just got too overwhelming. So what I got it down to, trying to work out why a cup upset does happen. So it's either manager not taking it seriously and essentially throwing the game, see Luton. Now I'm one who's been critical of like how we've treated the cup since we've been back in the league, like wholesale changes. I don't think you can look at that team yesterday and think, oh, we're not trying to throw this game, but I don't think you can look at that 11 yesterday and think, oh, we're not asked about this competition. I think there's more than enough there, which sort of brings it onto the players then, and the players not up for it. And now this is a common theme. We seem unable to get up for a game where like a big tie could await us as a reward. So yesterday, Brackley last season, we did our best to not get past them. Aldershot the season before, same, and we did go out to them. So that's 3 years and basically 3 sets of players this has happened to, which if you're reading things into that, it's possible to read into it that maybe it is down to the way the manager's approaching it. But then you look at the team yesterday and you think, well, that is I don't think there are any real big shocks in the starting 11 yesterday.
Well, the only one was that we've been led to believe that Hoskinen was definitely going to feature and was nowhere to be found. But Brad Hill's back from his fledgling modelling career. Another one that he's been modelling, the Mershon hoodie, Waffle.
Oh, Waffle.
Yeah.
Blue Waffle. Do not Google that. And if you are going to Google it, make sure you've got incognito mode on, or not safe search, because you won't see what it refers to. But yeah, get incognito. You don't want that in your history. It was weird, but in the lead up to it, because there was always I don't think it was like a prevailing feeling, but there was plenty of people saying, "Oh, we'll get turned over here," which I think is just the general gallows humour thing before the game like that, anyway. But then going on Twitter and Facebook and seeing Cambridge fans just adamant that we were going to turn them over, and that was the point. I saw that on Saturday morning. That was the point where I thought, "Oh no."
So
No.
the nice thing about our new 606 format is we've got League One and League Two together. So I was like, I asked Swindon fans what Cambridge had been like, kind of across the board, and they said, first they said, we beat them 3-1. I was like, thanks, great. And then they said, well, they're just really hard to break down, and the way they described me made me think of the Gillingham team of a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah.
They would win like 1-0. If you go one down, you're really, really going to struggle, and they're going to make it really, really hard for you. And we really, really struggle against teams like that.
Yeah, Mansfield, Gillingham.
It's coming up, isn't it, Mansfield? Something else to look forward to. Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying not to look at those fixtures coming up. I mean, we'll get on. So we'll get onto it properly in a bit. But so yesterday, it's almost like very similar to the Aldershot game a couple of years ago. It was like everything we've been doing wrong during the season, like in the weeks leading up to it, it was just all on show in like not 90 minutes, 2 hour sitting yesterday. But with Aldershot, we did kick on after that. So we've got to do that again, because no matter how much we moan about injuries and new pet hate, people saying, well, once these 7 players are back, then the squad will look different. Yes, but they're not all going to be back. And even if they are back, another 7 will be out.
Well, right, like Callum Connolly's out now. So, you know, and Dave Challoner said in the post-match interview, I've got something else funny to tell you. It's funny to me. It might be funny to you as well. I'm not sure.
Probably will be.
Cal's got this issue with his back, and he said it really casually, like everyone knows Callum Connolly's got an issue with his back. And I'm sat there thinking, did I know that? Did I? No, I don't.
I can't believe he can be casual about any injury conversation in an interview. I don't know how he can be casual, because it's just he's going to be out for a week, and then that's like 3 months gone.
Well, R2 was out till October, wasn't he? And it's now December. And GMR, I can't call them whatever they are, BBC Radio Manchester rang me on Saturday. Oh, can you come on after the game? Yeah, of course, no problem whatsoever. Never heard from them again. I've noticed a pattern. It's whenever we lose, because they know that they won't get head loss.
Yeah, they want outrage.
They want, like, someone calling for Charlie's head just before they put Charlie on, or, vice versa.
Yeah.
They know that with me, they'll get, like, it's a bit shit, but, we've got injuries. And
Oh, that does explain a lot, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that explains a lot. Yeah.
So,
good to get to the bottom of that.
And next time Kieran, the producer, rings, I'll be like, right, so Kieran, is this the deal? Because if it's the deal, then I know if you're not going to ring me if we lose, then I can go out and drown my sorrows rather than sitting in the car. And last night when I got home, for some reason, all of the SofaScore penalty alerts started coming through a good hour after it had finished, which was shit.
And nice to be reminded, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was deliberate. That was deliberate. So realistically, we're now looking probably 4 weeks until we see Norwood again. I mean, this is us, so let's call that the best case scenario. I know, Christmas, New Year has been said. But we might as well put a couple of extra weeks on that, and then God knows what else ever. So essentially,
let's say February, just to manage.
Let's say February. But even just in terms of getting to the end of 2025, so there's 15 points up for grabs before then. There's a very real danger that when Ollie Norwood, if we can't find another way to win and another way to play,
They're not easy ties either.
No, and that's it. It's you look at those games, particularly the aways in there. You look at those aways coming up and just think, well, that's just disgusting. That's genuinely horrible. So we're talking Stevenage at home
Yeah.
Saturday, a team above us. Regardless of whether it's just Stevenage or not.
Regardless of where they are, we struggle against them. We struggled against them last season.
Yeah. And obviously Doncaster before that. Mansfield away after Stevenage, which less said about that the better. Lincoln at home, another side that are up there. Doncaster at home. You just think, 15 points up for grabs there, and there's a point where you think, well, if we don't find a way to, not even just find it. It's not even a case of finding a new way to win. It's because it feels this season like we've lost that whole our identity equals intensity thing. Just seems to have gone out of the window. We've had it in spells, but nowhere. I think it's fair to say the season very much peaked at half-time of the Bradford game, I think. That was it.
One since, which was the one? There was one a few weeks ago, wasn't there?
Port Vale was a good first half, but then again, if Port Vale could finish, that would have ended up very differently early on.
We said, it was the best we've ever seen, we've ever played. That wasn't Port Vale. Who was that? Who was it? And so it's the best we've ever played into Charlie.
How did we get on in the end? Was it Blackpool? Was it Huddersfield? Was it Exeter?
No.
Rotherham? Cardiff? It says it all that I can't even remember.
Maybe it's like Mandela effect or something.
It's just everything is a Truman Show. Just assume now that everything that doesn't go how you want it's just a Truman Show, and everything's happening at your expense. It's the best thing to do. Blame someone else.
And we've not talked about it, but on Tuesday night we went 1-0 down after 5 minutes, hung on, equalised, won on penalty. We don't win on penalties generally, so I don't know why anyone thought for a second that was going to go any way other than how it did yesterday.
Well, it's Carlisle in the playoff final all over again. Just having this feeling of zen before the shootout, because I was like, well, we won a shootout last week. We're not going to win this, and it was the same again.
Yeah. I've seen SK3 away sponsored Owen Moxon. We only use his full name when we love him. I feel like he is being. We'll get to this because we paid a fee for him, so I'm sure he's on your list of analysis. But he planted a beautiful penalty on Wednesday night. Yeah. He missed one against Wigan. He missed, it was saved yesterday. I don't know. That Virtue Trophy, I think I shared it with you, and I think Kelvin Briggs put it on one of the Facebook groups. It was quite an interesting breakdown of where the money comes from. So the winner of the Virtue Trophy, and bearing in mind Peterborough have won it for the last 2 years and they're out, the winner gets 100 grand, the runner-up gets 50, the winners of the semi-finals get 50, and I think the round before is 40. So it's really decent amounts of money,
and there's TV money on top of that as well.
Gate receipts as well.
To put that in context, the League Cup, it's 100 grand for the winners.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. No other prize money. So we should be. As if I wasn't pissed off about going out the FA Cup 90 minutes away from a possible generation defining big tie, but. If we don't have if we aren't in the discussion when it comes to the Football League Trophy now, I'm going to be fucking livid, genuinely. Because I think we might be the highest ranked team in it now. It's just come on, let's at least go. We've not got the FA Cup taking up our time, which some people will be glad for because they're weird. So Go for it.
And with that in mind, we like Harrogate. Couldn't get Harrogate away, could we? For my pies that I've been like manifesting for the last 2.5 seasons. No. But apparently, in very sad related news, the Black Sheep Brewery's gone into administration.
It has.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know whether they'll be making infused gravy for much longer. So now I
Sure
feel
some
like
deal can be done.
a chance, which made it even worse.
Maybe we'll have to have a day out at Harrogate before the end
I
of the
keep
season.
an eye out. I nearly went the other week. It was Harrogate against Walsall because I was, yeah. Liam
What?
fully like on the 606. Liam has just fully, like, without mentioning names, gone through the whole rigmarole and. Yeah. So on Tuesday I was not at Crew because an interview that I was doing with a League Two player got rearranged. It was genuinely the best interview that I have ever done, and there are interviews that I have loved for various reasons. I loved Jake Tabor, I loved Pete Wild, I loved David Artell, like big names that I kind of
Andy Priest was good, wasn't he? No, that fella you did it with, he was good as well.
Yeah, and like I've got a lot from them kind of personally, but no more than on Tuesday night. And his club at the moment are saying that we can't put it out. Like there's CEOs involved. There's like it's getting interesting. But I just really hope that if we don't get to put ours out, then his own club will give him a platform to tell his story, because it's he's a very, very, very impressive lovely boy.
Lovely boy.
Like Mark and Katie laugh at me about like saying that Brad Hills is a lovely boy, but this particular lad was incredibly impressive. He's got a story that I don't think I've ever heard a football player tell before in terms of his background. So yeah, so that was Tuesday night. That's why I wasn't at Crew, which makes it even more funny that like not, you know, I won't, there are things that I won't go to county for, not many things. That was one of them, and the fact that it might never see the light of day is funny to
me. The irony. So what I thought we'll do, this will be fun. So in terms of,
I've had to crack the fizzy mix out, by the way.
I'm surprised it's taken this long, to be honest. Jealous now. I've not had any tea yet. If you're,
I went to
if you're Dave,
triple your club card points at Pizza Express at the moment.
Oh,
So if you were like, can I have a starting? Yeah.
Whatever you want. Have the lot. So in terms of if you were Dave Challoner, what's the first thing what do you think needs to change? And bear in mind we've only got about 20 minutes.
I'm genuinely concerned about his respiratory system.
Yeah, it's that time of year as well now.
I don't think it ever really cleared up properly. And if you listen to that interview, I couldn't work out at the beginning whether he was just about to lose his shit or whether he was kind of struggling with his chest again. So I'd get that sorted. That, like, your health is your priority. Like, he's more used to us not with like some kind of pulmonary disease. What else needs to change? I don't like, the interesting thing about yesterday was that, so Nathan Lowe did an interview with Sky Sports a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about, you know, coming in as a lone player and coming in as a lone player with someone like Kyle Wootton playing in the position, in your position, and how he's been playing out of position. And, you know, he's, again, really lovely young man. He is ambitious. He listens to instructions. He goes off and works on what he needs to do. And on Saturday, he was playing where he wants to play, and arguably was more anonymous than he has been at all. The differences came. So, fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not sure. You know, my £80,000 Stats Bomb subscription doesn't cover the FA Cup, does it? Which we
Nope.
did, but I'd forgotten when I went into it. So I've got no race charts, and I'd actually really be interested to see the race chart and the XG, because I feel like it'd just be
just flat.
flat. It felt like there were times where we could have played for days and no one was scored. You know, to break Cambridge down, when you look at their kind of standard tactics, you need long through balls and you need to play in the margins. And we were doing that. They're not a big team, but they're an aggressive, dirty team.
Just a Neil Harris team, yeah.
Yeah, like there's the shoulders in, and the referee, I kind of felt, let things go on both sides in the name of letting the game run, but at the same time, I think missed some really poor or not big decisions. Would they have changed anything? Probably not, because again, they've been playing for days and wouldn't have scored. What else needs to change? Do you know, like, honestly, I think it's a case of sticking it out and kind of fighting through it and getting players back, hoping we don't lose any more in the meantime, because we had something that worked. I mean, granted, we said it every week, didn't we, that we were terrified of something happening to Ollie Norwood, and that I don't think any of us really predicted how catastrophic, and I think some of it's psychological as well. You know, that weekend that he got injured, he was up for PFA Player of the Month, like Sky Bet Player of the Month. Charlie was up for Manager of the Month. He was the highest scoring fantasy EFL player. Like, he was getting his flowers and he was getting so much attention.
He's got his own sticker on a special page of the EFL sticker album. That's the biggest one.
So does Malik Mothersill. There's another one for your...
I've got him.
Have you?
Yeah, he was in that first pack, just behind. I got really upset that there was a Wrexham badge, first sticker in the first pack, and then turned it over, and there was Malik Mothersill. Yeah.
Wow.
We found him. We found out where he's been hiding.
So yeah, I think. Honestly, I think it's a sticking it out. I think it's maintaining morale in the team. I mean, Charlie went in the post-match. There was, I know he's frustrated. I know, and then also saw quite a few people saying, well, you know, when does he admit responsibility for this? And I think he would say, and I've seen it when I've sat kind of in close to the dugout, he gets incredibly frustrated because he's telling them where to be, where to go, what to do. They don't do it. And I've seen him scream and shout at someone to get to a position on the pitch where the ball has then come from the opposition and he's not been there because he's gone off. And Charlie was exactly right. He could see it unfolding. So I think there's a level of frustration there. But at the same time, they're football players, they're grown-ups, they can read the game as well. I don't know. I'm not enjoying watching them at the moment. At the end of the game yesterday, Odin Bailey went over to Sarah, his wife, and the kids. And Fevs was stood out there, and I assume it was his mum, just gave him the biggest hug, like a proper mum hug. And I don't, I really hope it's not his girlfriend. But it just kind of really showed me that they do care and they are frustrated. And we had this, I think it was against Mansfield last season, where they were trying to go forward and there was just like a wall of players, and you kept seeing that with Cambridge. They just kept dropping, the defence kept dropping back into a line. Like they knew what they needed to do and it worked for them.
Which is exactly the sort of thing where if we had a Tanto or a Louis Barry with a bit of pace up front, then that immediately negates that problem. That's not an issue anymore.
But like Louis Barry's injured at the moment. Tanto's not playing at Charlton. That's very timely, Ian.
We've done it. We did it about a month ago, didn't we?
Well, yeah, I know, but then I get like embroiled in it, and then someone tells me like, "Oh no, there's interest in the championship," and then I'm like, "Oh, but I just don't want to think about it." But Ian, I'm really, really, really invested in it happening, and I don't get any Christmas presents, but I'd be happy to trade them all in for Louis Barry. Permanent. Okay, I'm not going through this roller coaster again, though.
Oh well, that might be the best you're gonna get. I'm just not mentioning his name because I think it's gonna get very silly and it's gonna ruin my Christmas. That was a nice little thought experiment there, putting you in the mind of Dave Challoner. I think some good suggestions there. I liked it. So another little thought experiment. Let's see how this plays out in the playground of your imagination.
Okay.
You're Mark Stott. Yeah, how's that feel? How's that? Yeah, all right. How's the jet? All right. How are the Hungarians doing?
Hang on, I'll just get into character with my red wine.
yeah, perfect. It's the role you were born to play. So, if Dave Challoner comes to you in January and says, "I want to sign X, Y, and Z," how much of you as the owner is tempted to say, and this is going to be this is a sentence I've still not come to terms with being the case for County, but we've assembled a multi-million-pound squad.
But our wage bill is less than last season.
Our wage bill is less than last season, that's true, yeah. Immediately swallowed up and more by the transfer fees, admittedly. But, so yeah, do you think it... Because there's glaring deficiencies in the recruitment, whether that's because we've recruited a player who's not good enough for how we want to play. I can name definitely one from the summer. And so whether it's that, Mothersill, people like to write him off early on already, but it's far too early to tell. Given his injury and the settling in period and everything, like he'll be a big signing.
It needs to
I wish there was like a tabloid thing. It'd be like Malik Mothersill gets his hair done just 12 hours after County get knocked out on penalties, like the tabloids always do with England.
The player that I interviewed on Tuesday night had got his hair done in the morning, and the first thing I thought of was Malik Mothersill at Peterborough coming out with a fresh do.
Yeah. It's like I used to love it when like England got crashed out of a tournament early, and it's like, oh, Ashley Cole goes on holiday just 3 days after England are knocked out the World Cup. It's like, it's his holidays.
On a bender.
yeah. Do you expect him to go on it while go on the bender while the football's on? Like, he's got to wait till it finishes. God, some of them, it won't stop him. So yeah, do you think Mark Stott would be fair to? Do you think it'd be? We could expect maybe the taps to be turned off.
I think that Mark Willey has just said in the comments, players have to leave before anyone comes in. Surely, I do agree with that to a certain extent. This week, Christy Grogan's gone out to
Aldershot.
I wanted to say Aldershot, and then was like, oh,
you should have done.
I do like Aldershot. I like the shots thing.
Good. Well, I'll tell him that.
Yeah, please pass on my best wishes. So there is still movement. There's also a kind of glut of young'uns that are getting. I mean, Lewis Fiorini has gone missing again. I don't think he's not on the bench at the moment, even, is he? I don't think
He's injured. He's had surgery.
How is he? How? Like in training injury.
And in a very awkward turn of events, he's the guest at the watch party on Tuesday night. And it says in the article he will be watching the game with the fans as he continues his return from injury. It's like, oh, I don't know who I feel worse for in that situation. That's terrible.
It's also really bad that they've moved it to the Vita Bar. So it was so successful at the 1883, and I don't know as well. And don't get I know we've talked about the membership schemes this week, but giving membership points to watch it on TV, in the 1883 is hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah. It was especially with games like Doncaster and Port Vale, where it's like an hour or two away. I know it's a school night and stuff, but.
We've not sold out, so it's fine.
I think the membership thing will die out anyway. I think we're already seeing them sort of moving away from it in terms of getting stuff that season ticket holders aren't getting. I think by the end of the season it'll be rethought.
Like I was a bit pissed off so I've got an adult, teen, a junior and a mini subscription. So the mini one was free, but the other three I've paid for, and I paid full price whenever it was postage, and I don't feel like I've got any value from that whatsoever, because I go to every away game, so I don't need the points. All three of us are season ticket holders, so we don't get any extra benefit there. The match program I forget about every week. You'd think that they'd send you a link like, here's today's match program, or the day before, whatever. No.
See, this is where, because it was mentioned last summer that there's going to be an app as well. Don't get me started on that.
My wonky coaster was totally worth 35 quid or whatever it was.
Mine had a hole in the back as well. Yeah, there was talk last summer with the new website that there would be an app. It was on the club's website with the announcement of the new website and the new providers and everything, and it did say there was going to be a mobile app. Now, what would be really good is if you could log into your membership on the app and you'd get a notification saying your program's ready, etc.
So I had to get. I realised yesterday that I hadn't put my ticket into my wallet. I went into my app. No, not the app, the website. I could see that I'd bought a ticket, couldn't get to it at all. Had to get my dad to bring my work phone down. No, it wasn't my dad, it was Stu. Stu brought my work phone down so that I could get into my emails to it feels like it should be easier than that. And then Mansfield have got to collect them. But, we didn't get our membership packs until not many weeks ago. It was just after it was beginning of November, wasn't it?
I signed up on...
I would have preferred to have paid less.
Well, yes, I signed up on Monday with the offer, like 26 quid or whatever it was, and then my stuff came on Thursday. So...
I can't remember how much of it I paid, maybe 35. I think it was about 80.
35, yeah.
For all three. So maybe would have saved 20 quid or whatever. But
yeah, it's 35 and they had 25% off on Monday.
Yeah. I wouldn't have minded if I'd have used it loads between then and now, but I don't think I've got anything from it apart from, the coaster, obviously, but that's the first time I've used it. And somewhere I didn't tell you about this. I turned my thing into a pen.
Oh yeah, you got your. You showed me when I was around last week or week before.
It's my
big fan.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing the same with mine. Right, weirdly, like tonight we're going to be ending the show on a bit of a bleak note, but before we do, we've got a random county non-league goal of the week as sourced by Chris Eaton, and it's an FA Cup one, just to remember when we did score goals. To be fair, it's from a game that we did eventually lose, so it all fits in, it's alright. Right, so I'm going to depress you now, Hannah. I'm going to provide you with a list of the players we've paid a fee for over the last couple of seasons, and we'll do a little hit or miss thing. I wish I had like sound effects for it. That would have been good, wouldn't it?
You should have like had them. I could do that TikTok thing where you go like hit, miss, smash.
Oh God, yeah, we should have done that. Oh, that would have been worth it as well. But anyway, I say fun. It won't be fun. It's going to be a bit upsetting because I've already worked out my answers. So they are in alphabetical order. Corey Adai. I mean, you'd say miss, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him back in the 11 in the next few weeks, to be honest. After two very good performances last two games.
You know my Corey Adai soft spot. It is long held, and I will generally defend him when deserved. But hit.
Okay, well, there's the one person who said that. Andresen I think is a hard. That's one where we can't decide yet because he had
Too young.
He had a good start, and I think people expected a lot more than they had any right to off the back of that.
Absolutely, and because he had a really good start. Oh no, he didn't. I mean, he wasn't that impressive when he came on against.
No, he scored 2 against Blackpool and 1 against someone else, wasn't it?
I think it's too soon to tell. He is very young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of time yet. Jaden Fevrier.
Hit.
I'd say so. I think he's shown enough that he can be a big player for us if he carries on.
It can be very, very useful.
It'd be very nice to see him get game time like in his preferred position and the position he's best. I feel he suffers from almost being able to fill in a variety of positions.
Isn't it? Because he's desperate to play as a 10, which is why he wears number 10. But given our struggles at the moment, he's being pulled backwards, and then he just exhausts himself trying to run kind of end to end on the wing. His ball control, I mean, he struggled a little, like the Peterborough players really, really struggled to contain him. They actually did a better job on Saturday, ironically. But I like him.
Yeah, I do as well. I think there's something there to be persevering with. Well, given that it's alphabetical by surname, I think you can guess who's coming next.
Miss.
Yep, Lewis Fiorini. Yeah, that's a resounding miss, apparently.
I don't get it, because very occasionally you see flashes of brilliance and what he's capable of. Do you know what? I know he's not one that we paid for, and we've not talked about it, and he won't cover into this because whatever. Jack Diamond, something's not right there at the moment. He seemed on Saturday like zero confidence, skittish, like he was losing the ball constantly, and it just seemed not right, whether he's carrying an injury and he's too he's trying to protect himself. I don't understand it, but there's something not right.
Yeah, don't like it at all. Right, so Fiorini, I think we've unanimously agreed miss. Bradley Hills, again, too early, but from what we've seen, will probably be a very good signing. Lovely boy. Sam Hughes.
Forgotten about him.
Forgot we paid it. Not only...
we didn't sell him on for a profit, so...
We made a small profit on him, so... So in a financial sense, but a big miss in terms of footballing wise. Jay Mingy.
Miss.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know.
I've heard too much about attitude and shenanigans.
And also this hard on we've got for signing players with injury records and thinking we'll be the ones to. It's like these women that go out with like horrible men. And I'm like, I can change him. I can be the one to change him. And that's what we are. Yeah, I can fix him. We didn't fix Jack Stretton, did we? And now where is he? I think miss. And I don't think we're going to see him get a chance to be a hit, given that he can't even get in the crew team. And he's quite possibly injured, let's face it.
Probably, right, yeah.
Most likely. Right, we have two more to go. One that we've already touched on, Malik Mothersill.
I think it's
too early.
Well, I mean, they have talked about selling him on, in 2 to 3 years. That's the trajectory for him. I do find it odd, though, that he appears to be carrying some quite serious, endemic health issues.
Yeah. After playing 50-odd games last season.
Presumably, we're all identified and we were aware of as part of medical. But I mean, do you think maybe at Carrington there's do you reckon there's a nuclear power station near there that we don't know about, and it's some sort of leak has happened, and they just turn a bit ill as soon as they go through the gate? I think they play drunk Twister. Right, and so they twisted injuries. Who was it yesterday? Someone went down and they were like a flawed beetle. I don't know was it Corey O'Keefe? I don't know whether it looked like his studs were stuck. And Cambridge nearly went on to score, but of course they didn't because no one was scoring.
No.
But it was I think they're playing. I think they're doing shots, and then they're playing Twister, and
it's the only explanation.
Yeah.
Well, we've just sealed the episode title anyway, so that's good. So the final one of the players we've signed for a fee over the last 2 seasons.
Oh no!
The SK3 TV sponsor, away Owen Moxon. See, so he seems to have become the boo boy now. He seems to be the scapegoat now. It's weird how...
Do you know why? I know why. Because people who don't have an original thought in their heads have cottoned on to that Dave Challoner comment about Leyton Orient and about whatever game it was this season, and now they've decided that he's the worst thing to happen to Stockport County, and he shouldn't apparently never wear a county shirt again.
And added to that, Torre's not here anymore. So
No.
that's one scapegoat gone. They can lay it at the blame of Kyle Wotton because he had a good start to the season and also he's not getting the service. It can be argued that the midfielders aren't giving him the service. So you can't blame Kyle Wotton, so Moxon's the one because...
Who else are we going to blame? Ibi, incidentally, is Bradford's fourth highest contributor to XG.
Ibi Torre is going to... He's going to be in the League One team of the season this year, guaranteed.
Funny that he was before us.
No.
He was with us. It's
You
just
don't know what you got till it's gone, Hannah. Well, no, you do know what you've got because some of us knew what we had.
People did. Yeah.
Some people just shouldn't be allowed to have...
Also, I'd like to point out to Paulie that sits two seats down from me. Carl Wootton scored a penalty, Paulie.
Yes.
Because Paulie told me he couldn't be an out-and-out striker because he doesn't take penalties for us. And he did, and he scored, so...
Who's laughing now?
Yeah.
Not us.
Yeah.
Well, you are, but not us collectively. Right, that's about all we've got time for, I think. That was a depressing note to end it on.
No, because I think the misses are kind of well known and understood. The hits, I mean, think about then. All right, okay, so some of those haven't worked out, but then you've got players like Lewis Bay, bad example, Ollie Norwood, like players that we've not paid a fee for who are doing brilliantly. And yes, we pay Ollie Norwood in wages, and it is what it is. But I don't think anyone would say that we'd argue. And Mark said about we've brought players in that are worse than the ones that have left. There was a comment on one of the Facebook groups yesterday around we shouldn't have let them go. Well, we don't always have a choice. Like, people have autonomy. They have a choice about going to a different club. They have a choice about who they want to play for. Maybe the culture didn't fit for them. Maybe they didn't like being screamed and shouted at by the manager every week in, week out. Maybe they didn't want to get shit from the fans week in, week out. Who knows?
I mean, I saw that post on Facebook actually, and someone suggested one of the players that they suggested was Sars. And it's like, well, he's admitted on BBC in the last couple of days that he knows he's not got the legs anymore and his career is coming to an end. He was injured a lot for us. He spent a lot of last season injured.
He was injured a lot of last season.
So let's not, same with Southam Hales. Yeah, Southam Hales at his best was better than anything we've got in that position now. But his best didn't come along often enough and he couldn't be relied on. So that's just how it works. That's just it. Just a game, innit? And people will always. I mean, we're in the. I say in the position we are. We're fifth in League One in touching distance of the top two still. But in terms of the position we're in on the pitch, like the way we're underperforming, that's come about for a variety of reasons. It's not come about because we didn't give because Kyle Noyle didn't want to sign a new contract. You know what I mean?
No. We'll see Kyle Noyle in a couple of weeks. That'd be nice.
We will.
Well for them.
Yeah, and he's going to have the game of his life against us. Nailed on. Everyone who used to play for us is going to have the game of their lives against us this season. I can just feel it. It feels like one of them seasons. I don't have to think about county for nearly 48 hours now. It's great, isn't it? Oh God, what a difference a few weeks makes.
But salt and pepper chicken on Tuesday night.
That's something.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, they do good food. That's something to hang on to, isn't it? Right, Hannah, we'll be back next week, will we not? Between the hours of 8 and 9-ish. Yeah. I believe. Yes.
Yeah. And by then, the retro shirt that we've not talked about will be out.
Yes, the Romania range this week.
The under 15 Fuzzlet Cup didn't get to a great start, so it was good that we could just.
They're going to have to. If they get knocked out, they should make a new competition just for us to go to. We can do our bidding. Made it sinister. Well done, Nick. Right, Hannah, say
Find
good.
out how much it is to sponsor the under-15s team.
Maybe you should ask that question. You should be the one to ask that. I don't think I should be allowed to ask that question. I don't think I'll come across very well. Right, Hannah, say goodbye to everybody.
Bye. See you on Wednesday if you're going on Wednesday to the thing.
Or Tuesday to Doncaster, or Saturday to
Or
the game.
Tuesday. Yeah, I'll see you at Tuesday too. And Saturday.
Everything.
Stevenage. I mean, I'm just around.
Just generally around with stickers.
Yeah, I got stickers.
Excellent. Right, goodbye everybody. We'll see you next week at 8 p.m.